let's jump into this. Sweet. So I've got audio. Good old Creative Business Unit 3. They do some good stuff. They do some excellent work. Games are absolutely incredible for the most part. Several chapters of the first act say progress carries over, which was a nice thing to learn about when it came to this demo. So if nothing else, that's a neat thing to know. Yeah, usually like 5 brightness is good. Maybe I'll do like 7. No, 6. 7 makes saturation look a little too high. Ooh, that vibration as I'm going through everything. That actually feels pretty nice. Frame rate. I might stick to English actually, because usually English voice acting in Final Fantasy games is actually not that bad. Visual alerts. Enable on-screen waveform that provides visual representation of in-game sound and music. Oh no, it's accessibility, never mind. So I don't need that. I'm gonna be story focused, but I'm pretty good with action games, so action focused. Yep, we're pretty good on that. Sweet. Let's start. My first taste of this.
Moss the chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the mother crystals.
The crystals have such a big part of the story whenever it comes to any Final Fantasy. Like 14 in particular.
Us back into the crystal shadow, and thus did our journey begin.
Okay. Goddamn, Titan and Garuda immediately. Not Titan, Ifrit and Garuda. Oh, they look nice. Oh, those effects. God damn. Whew, it's running a lot better than it did like just a moment ago. So I assume that what was that was a cutscene and now we're kind of in gameplay. So I want to evade. Okay. So I'm just going to keep fireballing them. Oh no, I'm playing as Phoenix because Garuda would be using wind moves. This feels like a very sort of Panzer Dragoon affair. Is it gonna jump? Jump, and then I dodge. Nice, got him. I've already committed to like I've already pre-ordered the game. I just can't wait to get my hands on it next week. It's gonna be so good. Ifrit just got us into the ground. And we've got our main character, Clive. Why is it... The music hits so hard. The crackling of the fire. Surrounded by our companions, I'm pretty sure.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind. Let's get this done.
Did he just use Blizzard on the fire?
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Wyvern.
Yes, Sergeant.
Alright, here we go.
I said focus, Wyvern.
I wonder if we can run. At any time outside the cutscene to open the main menu. Gotcha.
We don't have time for this.
Oh, yep, so just go save. Yep. Level 10 immediately, huh? Interesting.
All hell is about to break loose.
So I got movement camera in the menu.
Time to move.
Tilt gently to walk and all the way to run.
Just in time.
I don't have... there probably isn't like some sort of like auto run button or anything like that. If that's like the movement. Magic infused rocks. Not quite the meteor I'd be thinking.
These iron blood are more beast than man.
Why this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
So what is this war that's going on here? That we just so happen to be like, you know, standing outside of? I'm pretty sure we won't know the full details until we like actually get into things.
Quickly, move! What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Ooh, infighting.
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
I feel like a fight's just gonna break out at any moment. If you can feel the tension in the air.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men?
Seems like it.
It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field.
So dominant
And
are
when he
summon
does,
users.
Our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board.
Okay.
Which just leaves me.
Hopka!
The Ironblood will rue the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
You cock.
Benedicta.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
Still don't know what to make of the situation.
Gone.
So there's a war going on. There's a little bit of infighting.
Seal us.
And we're still yet to make heads or tails of the situation. And as far as I can tell, dominants are characters that use summons pretty much. Whether or not you call them icons or summons, again, that's kind of been like whatever part of like Final Fantasy you kind of grew up playing, essentially. Because from the beginning, they've always been known as summons. The term icon was brought up, granted, Final Fantasy X, they were called Aeons. So then you've got Aeons,
Quick and deadly, as always.
Eidolons at some point as well, I think.
Take the van.
Wait. Something's not right.
That usually tends to be the case when something's not right. Is that something will start going wrong?
Titan. So the Dalmex finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
So Dalmex, who never used to have a...
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Okay, so now we've got the other summon user.
Come on.
So we've got a couple of summon users about to fight each other. Interesting. Chocobos are... I thought they were fleeing for a second. No, they're running into the fight. So cavalry is pretty much just, you know, knights on Chocobos. Which is not something you generally see, like, massive scale wars in mainline Final Fantasy games. It's usually just main characters do a thing. Not gonna lie, the game does look pretty damn nice though. All things considered. Also, I think it's because of my capture card that it's just not looking as good as it could. As it would on my TV. What the heck was that?
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
Looks like I fell onto the ground floor. Which, isn't great, I'll imagine. It's like a goddamn natural disaster going on here.
Anytime, Wyvern.
I suppose it shows off like the power of summons and how like literally them using their power once is like equivalent to that of a natural disaster.
I'm just gonna stand there.
Whew, damn. Like I would hate to be in that sort of situation. Without a doubt.
Wyvern! Wyvern!
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
Dying seems pretty damn nice right about now. Given that it would suck to live in a world like this.
Clive! Get up, Clive!
13 summers earlier, so 13 years ago. Is this more of like a case of we're going earlier in time and then working our way towards eventually when we find ourselves to like the current day?
Always work for you in the stables. Unless of course you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Okay. Training.
Two arms. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
Okay, so tutorial I'd imagine. Yep.
Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Attack the Lord Commander, okay. Press square to perform melee attacks. Up to 4 attacks can be chained together. Gotcha. So chain 4 square attacks back to back.
Very good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field.
Looking forward to it.
Can the same be said of your spellcraft?
Okay, magic.
Flames of the phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without.
Oh, so we were playing as Clive before, when we were the Phoenix. So triangle for spell. So fire, fire.
Keep them coming.
I'm sure I'll be limited by MP to some extent. Because that's usually what happens when it comes to magic.
You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should. You flatter me, my lord. Or would you rather I flattened you? Can be arranged.
Alright.
See if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long
Alright,
enough.
so we're dodging now.
On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
R1, okay, good. That's an interesting one. Precise dodging. Evading an attack at the right moment. Deal temporarily slow the enemy, making it more susceptible to a counter.
How did you dodge that? I was sure I had you.
That was amazing!
Damn it. I was really hoping to, like, you know, land a couple more of those counters on.
Good. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal.
Gotcha.
But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix.
So I'm able to
Granted the use of its
dodge due to
power.
this Phoenix's ability or
Call
something?
upon that power now to close on you. Well, I'm waiting.
Okay, close the gap. Phoenix shift. So, Blessing of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix shift is just one iconic feat. Ha! I like what they did there. Press circle to swiftly close in on the target. Both melee and range can be used while executing a Phoenix shift. Okay, so my health is up there as well.
Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope
So I can kind of see where the Devil May Cry influence kind of comes in from.
By a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
Using items? Ah, okay, so it's up and right. Or like whatever the buttons are on the... Okay, so I just used items and it kind of came out through the speaker on my controller as well.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory.
Gotcha.
Or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust. You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rossfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Alright.
How that, me boy? Make proof of your strength.
Final lesson. An actual battle. The will gauge an opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks. Strike them when they are vulnerable. Okay.
Go on, you're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Stay calm.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
There we go. Because there's no stamina gauge, like I don't need to worry about that. So when the will is broken, that leaves him staggered. So this is something from Final Fantasy 13 that they took on board. Staggering, which means you can do significantly more damage during that time, is usually what it is. Try dealing as much damage before you gain the senses. Use R2 square to execute Rising Flames, a powerful iconic ability granted by Clive. So it's a Phoenix ability as well.
It's time I took my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal.
Got him. There we go.
Go on, Clive. Keep
Caused him to.
pressing.
That caused him to flinch
We believe in
a
you.
little bit more.
You're a damnably...
Yeah, I think we've got it. It's easy to understand the gameplay. You've kind of got. It's easy to get your head around pretty much once you've given it a shot. So at least if nothing else, the tutorial's really good.
He won! See? I told you he could do it.
Aye.
Bested at last.
I mean, the demo is 19 gigs in size, so I wonder how much we're going to be seeing.
That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise,
Okay.
including me. What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
That's like a fist bump in like, sort of, in a vocal way than I've ever seen. Yeah, feeling a bit woozy, huh?
Joshua. I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
That's usually how it is.
Yourself.
His Grace has returned!
Father's back.
Hey.
Okay, so he's related to royalty, I guess?
Your Grace, please. This is no place for one such as you.
I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace.
We live to serve.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
Okay, so sort of exiled prince?
Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
So that's why.
We should join them.
Being the gift of the Phoenix of which you are born with, so it's not something that you choose, but rather something that forcefully happens. And I wonder how this kind of led to the sort of change in relationship between Clive and his mother. And I don't know, like, does both the queen and king of the kingdom have some sort of like grudge in that sort of way? Oh, he's riding a silver chocobo. A very nicely armored chocobo. Definitely one suited for war from what I can see, just from like armor alone.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the bailey to watch Clive's spa.
Is that so?
Quiet, Toggle. Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Hmm?
Thank you, Your Grace.
No, it looks adorable.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Ooh, details. Okay.
Your Grace.
Shields dismissed.
So it looks like something. So clearly something big is happening. We don't really know what exactly, but I think it's probably safe to assume that the later war is gonna definitely play a part in it. Torgal looks adorable though.
I think you're going. Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
That sort of transition of like the camera being a little bit higher and then going down a little. Don't think you really need to do that every single time. Animal instincts to point you in. Okay, so I think Torgal is just going to show us the way, I think.
Is trouble brewing?
I'm not sure.
Ah, yeah.
I need to speak with Father.
More refugees arrived today.
It's interesting how there's no map. Usually, when you're traveling from place to place, there's usually like a sort of map that you can follow. If there isn't one, then that's all perfectly fine.
Let's hope the side entrance is still open.
Without a map, that's not necessarily a bad thing. More so, at least for now. As long as it's not easy to get lost, but at the same time you're able to given the opportunity to actually genuinely explore, is always a good thing. A piece of fruit? An apple? Or a mango?
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess, pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. Did I say to speak?
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge
Hmm?
him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Ah, yeah, he's not making any sort of he's not convincing anyone. It's because no one's treating Clive like royalty as much as everyone else's.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Which I imagine to be the case.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As As do we all, my lord. As do we all. Come along now. Back to your duties.
That's how you treat your people. But yeah. I feel like we were going to touch on slavery at some point. Better sooner rather than later, because then that could serve as like a plot point for later on or something else along those lines. But again, who knows like what the story is actually going to be like.
I think someone's hungry.
It's just water. Having a bit of a look around. Oh, okay. So I just immediately jumped off the wall with not the wall, the castle wall. Yeah, pretty much. I just jumped off of there without any sort of.
Down again, apparently.
Okay, I've got some pretty good dialogue going on actually. Like sort of in the background as we're passing around other people who are talking to each other. And I'm just picking up items as I see them. So that's a neat addition for convenience, that I don't have to press a button every time we see an item. So at the very least, if nothing else, walking around and actually exploring areas, locations when given the opportunity to, seems to at least be good in that respect. But again, I feel like that it needs to be pretty basic for all Final Fantasies. But because I've played so many other RPGs that aren't mainline Final Fantasy games, it genuinely does feel good to be back to like a mainline title for once. And it's hard to believe that this is also a mainline title, after all. The actiony nature around it, the excitement is definitely palpable for this game. For sure, I am very, very excited for this game. Alright, let's go through the door. The Downs Garden.
Here, isn't it?
Down Gardens. Right?
There's Joshua.
Just have a look around, see if I can find any other items. Ooh, what's Gardner up to?
Marquis, forgive my man, he'll be done in a jiffy. Just getting the place tidied up for the big procession.
Ooh, there's a procession going on? Or going to happen, rather? That probably makes sense as to why, like, everyone's kind of, well, seemingly a little bit on edge, but the war, on the other hand, seems like another whole thing altogether.
That child is the future of our nation. He must be protected. All other concerns are insignificant.
Some large gates and stiff levers require extra effort. If it's to operate, use X to access them, then hold R2 to push or pull with all your might. Okay. So we're adding a little bit more to opening doors than just, well, opening doors. But it does add a use to the triggers, which is neat, because using the triggers felt actually pretty good just now. Like you could feel the pressure release as you were slowly opening the door.
Good luck.
The hardest the pressure would be is likely when the doors are actually shut, and then as the doors are opening, the pressure sort of loosens up. The throne room. God damn, this place is massive.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Ooh. That's rough.
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, The blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
So there seems to be some urgency.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
The Iron Kingdom. Who are they?
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
Almost like a grudge match, it feels like, with this whole war.
We must secure Drake's breath.
Well, this current war we're looking at, not the one that's in the sort of present time, I suppose.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first.
Ooh, what's that?
Rodney.
Okay.
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
Alright, he's calling us up. What's happening?
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
This king, he knows what's up.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
So, okay, family dynamic looks pretty interesting so far.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
As I slowly try to put together, like, everything that's going on, it seems to be... Hold on, wait, active time law. Okay. So this is something that I heard about that I feel like apparently every game should have, which is that if you were to walk away from a game for about a month, come back and then try to figure out where you are in the story, that can be done at any time by just pressing the touchpad, huh? Okay. So I'm holding it. So this is where we are now. This is where we were before, I think. That's the king, I think. The mother crystals, like if we go, situated in the heart of Rosalith. Archduke and his family ruled the nation. Architectural feat, founder himself would be proud of. Nice big looking castle. Okay. Mother crystals, enormous glassy mountains. 5 the tower. It used to be 4. Fun Fancy 1 days. Anyway, for these reasons, great nations have sprung up around each mother crystal and long warred with each other for possession of their blessings. Okay, so 5 main kingdoms I would imagine that there are. Iron Kingdom, known in the local tongue as Haran. The Iron Kingdom is the archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craig. I'm not going to pronounce that. The mother crystal Drake's Breath rises from a volcanic island situated just within or without its borders, depending on who you ask, and has been subject for long-standing conflict between the Iron Blood and the neighboring Duchy of Rosaria. The Iron Kingdom inhabitants shun any contact with outsiders, so they feel like they're largely sort of within the walls type. So we've got Rosalith Castle, which is in the Kingdom of Rosaria. That is where we currently are. Then we have the Iron Kingdom, who we've been kind of warring with for quite some time. The Great Duchy of Rosaria. Nation occupying the western reaches of the continent of Storm. So Storm is the continent of which the Grand Duchy of Rosaria has one Mother Crystal surrounding it, and I assume that the Iron Kingdom has the other second of 5. And then we've got Elwyn, who's the Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. So we've got a pretty decent amount of, like, sort of information to kind of go off of. So I assume we got to go upstairs in that case if we can't go through the door. Also, no chests or items around. Okay. Figured it was worth a look. Man, the music though goes hard. Like, yeah, there needs to be this sort of imperial sense of royalty within the confines of a castle, but man, really going for something else. Whew, that transition. Granted, I picked performance mode over resolution, but wow, that's... Actually, hold on, let me see if I can... The Attributes tab provides comprehensive overview of levels, stats, abilities, and gear, so even though it's sort of action-oriented in terms of overall gameplay, it doesn't change the fact that, you know, the numbers make it more of a purely academic fashion of things. What do we have here? Ring of Timely Focus. Slows down. So when equipped, complex ability combinations can be executed by pressing square. When equipped, Clive will automatically use a potion when his HP falls below. Automatically evade attacks and slows down time. So this feels more like it's for accessibility related reasons. So now I'm level 5, Sunrise, Sunset, and we've got ourselves Phoenix.
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless, a man like any other.
Wait, hold on, he was rejected?
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter. We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
She's not the type you ever want to please, to be completely honest, judging from that exchange.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right. You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Who? First command, huh?
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
Metia. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Good old Final Fantasy lore never lets you down as long as you're like a fan and have played games in the series. You kind of just understand what's going on. The all-seeing eye from above the clouds.
There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be alright, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
It sounds like you're being real positive at the moment, though.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
It's like they say in Fallout.
Good night, Clive.
War never changes.
I won't be hunting today.
Okay, so that's his chocobo.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly. I'll try. Good luck.
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
His grace departs. Open the gates.
Oh, them vibrations, though. And off we go.
Lord Rossfield, allow me.
I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
So these two are going to be joining us.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
Alright, yeah, these two guys don't seem too bad.
If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command.
Alright, so we're leading them across.
To the marshes then. And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.
Make for Stillwind. Okay, so we've got a map. Indicated by glowing pins. Currently available to Clive via fast travel. Okay. We're going to Stillwind. Okay, we hold it down. Boom. And off we go.
Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports placed them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. What's your step, my lord?
And everything else.
Timely accessories. Feeling overwhelmed, try equipping one or more of the 5 timely accessories. For example, allows it to wear it to chain complex attack combos only using square. The Ring of Timely Focus slows down time before an incoming attack, allowing for extended evasion window. Okay, so this is all like intended for accessibility to an extent. So we can't go backwards, of course.
Not exactly the most well-maintained path.
Nah,
Who do you
doesn't look
imagine
like
would
it.
maintain it? They've all fled from the Blight.
It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here.
The old
Yeah.
village of Stillwind is ahead. Not that there's a lot left of it.
Let's pick up some items. So we got 2 gil here. 2 gil is pretty much nothing in the world of Final Fantasy. Oh, what's this? Oh no. We've got goblins.
With me.
Use triangle to after striking an opponent with square to conjure a magic explosion that'll deal significant damage. So I don't have to go that far. It seems like doing basic attacks should be just fine. Ah, there we go. So it's triangle square when I start, and then I can just keep pressing square after that.
So the reports were true.
We should press on. There may be more ahead.
I'm the type of person who just feels like I have to kind of go around and check every corner, make sure that I can, you know, pick up every possible item. Like, I can't be any less prepared.
Stillwind. Have care, my lord.
Let me have a quick look, see at my stats real quick. Oh. Hard to hear voices. Like, are the voices pretty high, or is it the volume? Okay, I put the volume up on the game of it. Oh. Is the volume actually that high? Wait, so that's much better. Okay, cool. Because I was like, I'm trying to figure out the volumes on everything, but I normally change things around when I edit videos. Alright. What are we looking at here? Smash it open, cool. Actually, were there any items back here that I might have missed? No, we're good. Before it's a bit better. Alright, let me know how about now. If I'm not too loud or if the game is not too quiet. Much better. Okay, I think I've found the perfect volume, I think. I'll note this down for later on. I can't wait to get my hands on the limited edition that I pre-ordered for this game. I've been keeping myself on media blackout for the most part when it comes down to this game.
Watch out, my lord. Some of their numbers
Oh, oops.
And what a number. We'll all
Cool.
have our hands full.
Okay, I need to keep an eye out for everyone else. Gotcha, there we go. Precision counter. Probably should aim for the actual archer in the distance. Goblin Weaver, so they use... not archer. Crap, he uses magic. He's like a spell weaver. Alright, what have we got here? Alright, let's bust this door down. Or, whatever you'd call it. I have to buy this game at the end of the month when I get paid. It's... I didn't know you were actually gonna buy the game, though. That's... yeah. I mean, like... are you looking forward to it? Because... I don't think we really ever talked about this much before. If you're like much of a Final Fantasy fan, as much as like I am and stuff. So we've already busted this open and went in here. So... oh yeah, we can... wait, why would your brother want it to fail? I don't get that. Or once it falls.
We should be nearing the old village.
Oh, you mean like when it releases he wants it? Or
Might not be a nest of goblins.
he is the one paying for it? Ah, okay. Is he going to go limited edition or normal edition? Because I feel like he would go limited edition if he could. Because it's got a steelbook with it as well. Steelbook, a very nice looking art book alongside it. Oh, more goblins.
Sneaky sods. We're trapped.
My lord. I'm working on it. He's the leader.
Typos happen a lot, I feel like.
To take care of his followers first.
Okay.
Thin the herd. As if you have to ask.
Oh.
Down with you!
Whoop. So got a couple more goblins here that are almost down. Thinning their numbers was a good idea though. Go for the weaker ones initially so that they don't attack you from behind. But also need to keep an eye out on that one. No, he's not aiming at me, so I think we're good on that.
And there was one.
And then there was one.
He's invited a friend!
Oh, that's the big boy.
On your feet, Sir Wade.
Here it comes.
Alright. Larger enemies must be faced with caution. They have far more HP than smaller counterparts. Will often use devastating abilities, so that attack coming down was definitely one of them. Use the Blessing of the Phoenix to not only deal considerable damage, but also break their will. Got it. I mean, Final Fantasy is a great series. It has its ups and downs, but everyone has their own favorites and everything in between. Okay. I was really hoping for like that sort of like last second hit, but yeah. Okay. Wait, what was that? Partial stagger. Okay. Enemies will become partially staggered when their will gauge is reduced to 50%, creating an opening in which combination attacks are easily landed. Okay. It's not as easy to just barely dodge his attacks to cause that sort of slow motion to occur. Yep, staggered him. Iconic punishment. Got it. Alright. So he's staggered. Extra damage dealt up to a maximum of 150%. Total amount of damage dealt is displayed upon the enemy regaining its senses. Okay, let's just keep going. Ooh, big swing. Oh, that's a big swing. Yep. Parry. Use square just as the opponent attacks to parry the strike, temporarily slowing down time and leaving the opponent open to a counter. What was that new one they announced? It was called Advanced Core. Advanced Core? Don't you mean... Are you talking about Armored Core by any chance? Because I don't think I've heard of a Final Fantasy game that goes by the name of Advanced Core. Oh, he's staggered. Sweet, let's go in for the finish. Will I be able to use Rising Flames? Yes! Oh, getting that sort of that flame in there at the end. It was like just barely from him just being about to get up. Advanced core, yeah. I think you might be thinking of armored core for some reason. The one they showed off at Jeff Summer Game Fest. Oh, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's the Final Fantasy game they showed off at Summer Game Fest. That was at the end of the whole presentation. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is also very exciting, coming out in early next year. Nope. Advanced Core. Final Fantasy. Hold on.
After him, before he summons the rest.
Advanced Core. A Final Fantasy game. I mean, Tactics maybe? Okay, you've got me lost a little bit there. Because I want to double check whether or not it's actually a Final Fantasy game that we're talking about. Okay. Potion. Sweet.
There he is.
Ooh, that's not good. Alright. Looking around. Actually, I could just walk over it. I don't think I would have tried to do that. So we've defeated his big friend. All that's left is a single goblin. What is in the water? I hope it's not something like Leviathan.
What's in there?
Marlborough. Marlborough just comes out. Is he just gonna use bad breath straight away or something? Oh yeah, Morbol is supposed to be like a lesser Marlborough. Bad breath, there it goes.
That reeks. I said stay away from its mouth.
As long as I'm not facing him, like, head on, I should be in a good position, to be honest. Ooh. I think anyone who knows Final Fantasy knows stay away from Marlborough's mouth. I suppose Morbol in this case. Precision dodge on that. Staggered. Rising flames in the middle of that. Phoenix shift and then boom, right in the face. Well, I mean, most of his body is face. I don't know where the face begins and where it ends.
Your guess is as good as mine.
But what's Clive up to? Okay, cinematic strikes. Interesting. When Scream flashes blue during this, like this, during a pivotal moment in battle, press square before the timer runs out to do a devastating blow. Okay.
Now, before it recovers.
Pretty much just pile on the abuse before it recovers. Yep, that wasn't a good idea, but... Well... There we go, precision dodge just at the end. I feel like precision dodges are not that hard to do in this game. Oh, he's going to puff out. I'm just barely sort of out of his range. But still like keeping a good distance away. Yeah, I don't think my move is... Yeah, my move did not recover the rising flames.
You won't be gone for long.
So we're waiting for another cinematic strike to happen. Okay, this is different. Cinematic evasion. Something a little bit different here. When the screen flashes red like this during a pivotal moment, press R1 before it's too late. Before time runs out to evade the oncoming attack.
Now for the final push, my lord.
Okay, iconic punishment at the sort of during this point. This fight's a lot easier than, you know, what I played with Lies of P. That was a lot. That was definitely tougher. Right, that was not good. Wild Rage. Okay. Yeah, you think? Bad breath? Oh, okay, so I kind of stopped its bad breath by attacking it around the same time. You know, this thing intended to use it. Wild Strike, so he goes on a bit of a mini rampage. Got it. So I'm going to shift strike right into him. Shift strike again. Because he created a bit of distance, so it was worth trying to do. Staggered. And now Rising Flames to start off with, and then just hammering the attack until, well, hopefully, you know, he kind of goes down. No, no dice this time around. Damn. Okay. Oh, he's coming in for round 2. Then I shift and attack. Yep, shift and attack. Shift strike. Cool, decent amount of XP right there. I don't really even know if that's a lot. I've only leveled up twice and it's been for both of the boss fights. Spoiled. Absolutely nothing because this thing just eats whatever it gets. It probably digested whatever I would have wanted to get from it anyways.
My lord. Thanks. I never thought I'd see it. Not just goblins in Rosaria, but morbals too. I'll petition His Grace to send a detachment. If we don't stop them here, they'll be at our gates before long.
Looks like the monsters are sort of crowding up in numbers from what it seems like as part of this whole war thing that's going on.
We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
If we set off now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
So we're done with the task that we've been tasked here to do. Whatever the job was to be done. But it does make you wonder, like...
Damned blight.
It makes you wonder what the heck's going on. Because if I think about it right, like, not... So apparently the blight is going on. Which we haven't even seen yet. But it's like the sort of shadowy fog of darkness that just kind of begins to envelop the world. cover the world up and spawn these sorts of monstrosities. That's the idea that I'm getting out of all of this. And if this much is the prologue, it does make me wonder how much more of the game there is. And supposedly, story, if you mainline, apparently about 30-ish hours, if not slightly more.
Thousands of red eyes. No, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. His lordship draws his sword. The goblin chief runs off screaming straight down a Morble's gullet. More tales! Drink and be merry, boys!
Everyone's in a good mood.
Must be gratifying to see your student making such a name for himself.
Ah, news travels fast.
The young lord has a bright future ahead.
If they've only just heard of, like, you know, him taking these things out.
He may even deign to join us.
Seems like a joke, doesn't it? With this whole sort of family relationship dynamic that's going on. Everyone's morale is pretty high. Sometimes you need good morale for a war, for battle.
Are you unwell?
No, Father. Just a little tired.
Well, it has been a long day.
They all like Clive, don't they?
Aye. Your brother will be a fine shield. We're all very proud of him.
Father? Why is it that the dominance is always born into our family? Doesn't seem fair.
It doesn't, because it isn't.
We cannot live without the blessing of the crystals. And the crystals work their magic through us. You have been blessed, Joshua. Blessed to be a dominant, to wield the power of an icon. Our family has been chosen to share that power with the people.
Then how is it that he's able to use the power of the Phoenix? Clive, I mean. Actually, you know what? It's a good choice that I picked the game to be played in English, because I realized that the game was originally written in English and then translated into Japanese rather than the other way around, which I think this is the first time a mainline Final Fantasy game has, or even really most Japanese games have ever really done.
Louder, my friends! Louder!
I don't suppose I've been missed.
Welcome back, man. There's a lot going on that I feel like we can try and infer from the event so far.
Wondering where you've got to.
Oh, Ever Crisis. The Final Fantasy game for mobile that covers the entirety of Final Fantasy VII, from Crisis Core through Final Fantasy VII through to the end of the additional content that was on the PSP version.
What are you doing out here?
I didn't see you at the feast.
Feasts are the only time shields are allowed to take their ease, and I've never really been one for
I completely forgot about Ever Crisis because I had no interest in it.
I don't like.
That makes a lot more sense. But my mind was in the right place when I was thinking about Final Fantasy VII, so if nothing else, I was in the right ballpark. Oh, the remix of music. That feels good.
He slew a Morble. All the men were singing your praises.
I never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoilt little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughing stock. The Archduke's firstborn failure.
3 trailers of Final Fantasy. Yeah, there's been a lot. Oh yeah, they did show off 16 as well.
I'm jealous.
I completely forgot about that.
That's not true. They don't believe in me. They believe in the power of the dominant.
So they showed off 16, FF7, Ever Crisis, and then 3 Rebirth. FF7 Rebirth.
I don't have what it takes to lead our people. I don't have the strength. But you do.
Every man has his duty. Ours was
decided long ago, huh?
Our ancestors chose to instate the dominant as the Archduke of Rosaria. All to ensure that whenever our nation stood on a precipice,
They've written up a lot of sort of backstory to the events that we're watching here.
the fate of Rosaria sits on the dominant shoulders. It is your duty to bear that burden.
What about you?
3, for sure. Ah.
That is why I was given the Phoenix's blessing. To keep our future rulers safe. No matter what. However hard it
Final Fantasy's been going pretty hard lately.
I'll never let you down.
All good, man.
Thank you,
Have a good rest.
I know you'll always take care of me.
I'll still be here streaming until I finish the demo, I hope. And then I'll carry on when I actually get my hands on the game.
Right?
Nice talking with you too.
I should go inside. It's past my bedtime. Good night, Torgal.
Ah, Torgal is still around. I don't think I saw him much when we were traveling out. Alright, what's happening here?
Supplies from the capital.
A surprise from the capital. This feels very much like a sort of Trojan horse, that there's something inside.
You took your time sampling the wares, were ya?
Oh, not goods, okay. Merchant or just deliveryman?
It's a good job the North is full of enterprising traders keen to keep us in wine.
Spare a barrel for the boys on duty, eh?
What in the...
Oh yeah, Trojan horse was exactly what it was. Nations of a different, allies of a different nation.
Gateway secured, Captain.
We proceed as planned.
Alright. Can kind of see where this is going. They're going to try and attack him in the dead of the night. And that's usually a pretty good strategy, especially during sort of Alexander the Great sort of times when warring did actually happen in this sort of backdrop of medieval Europe, almost, you know, Asia-ish as well. Is it possible that Joshua's gonna die by the end? And then we get taken back to the modern day? I'm just like wondering what else could possibly happen as well.
Is that...
What does he smell? Grabs a sword.
Forgive me, my prince. It's me, Wade. You probably don't remember me.
I remember. What is it?
We're under attack. I don't know who they are, but they've set light
Oh,
to
he
half
can
the castle.
he can smell the fire. Okay.
I must get you to safety, Your Highness.
Very well. I'm ready.
Follow me, Your Highness.
All right. So okay, now we're playing as. Interesting. Okay. So we can play as multiple characters. That's neat. And also a little like sort of Phoenix, mini Phoenix, I feel like.
Are the enemy already inside the castle?
I'm afraid so, Your Highness. We must hurry.
Is he among them? You know, the people that are trying to burn the castle down and things like that. But also, wait, what are we doing inside of a castle?
What was that?
I have to help them.
Let's open the door.
Everything's on fire.
Fall back, Your Highness.
Oh, for sure.
No. I must do my duty.
Kuraga. So he's a healer. Damn, he's strong. Granted, he can't use his powers much, though.
I saw them at the feast. They were laughing.
This is Sabra Quargarb.
Sabra Koga.
Why would the Empire...
We must find my father.
Yeah, priorities, I think. See if the leader's still around, because the last thing you want is for him to fall as well. And obviously, when it comes to a game of chess, people want to take the king, because obviously by then you'll have pretty much won the match. So that's going to be the key.
Careful, Your Highness.
God damn, his magic is just absolute kick-ass. What the heck?
Damn it. Bastards are everywhere.
Why would the Empire do this? They're our allies.
Are they though? Because you don't call a group the Empire and expect them to be the good guys. At least, not for the most part. Or actually, you know what? Let's just go back up. We'll bust through this door. We got some more. Is he... So he's just got a single attack on him. He can't combo. So his abilities and way of attacking kind of reflects him as a character. As a kid who can't really fight, that's kind of where we found ourselves. Well, he can fight, but he's not. He's not like, you know, comboing everyone down.
I can save him.
Your Highness,
Don't worry. You're going to be all right.
I'll hold them off.
Alright. So while he, Josh is healing, he's going to try and hold back whatever's going to be coming through there.
Clive!
Joshua!
Thanks to His Highness.
Your Grace, Lord Murdoch.
Oh, here we go. The king's back, and so is his guardsman. Or rather, his shield.
You rescued the young prince. Well done, Sir Wade.
I am in your debt, soldier.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Oh, the ceiling's giving way already. Don't expect much wood to survive this sort of fire.
Straight for the rear gate.
Alright, so we're outside. At least we've been able to kind of escape the fire.
May the winds speed you to Rosalith.
He's sending a message.
The north gate's up ahead. There are chocobos in the stables. Father, take Joshua and get to safety.
No, I'm not going without you. You're supposed to be my shield, remember?
Yeah, and this is what he's supposed to do, is I think what he's gonna say.
Which is why I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
I will order our remaining forces to rally at the gate.
What forces are remaining at this point now? Given that they kind of attacked in the middle of the night. Middle of the night, rather. It's gonna be tough.
I will do my duty. You must do your duty too.
Everyone has something that they need to do. And that's kind of what it comes down to at the moment.
You have to keep Father safe. I'm counting on you, Joshua.
Alright. So apparently Game of Thrones was going to be some sort of some form of like what the story is meant to be kind of based off of. So I can already see like the dynamic and power, the sort of infighting among certain groups. It hasn't quite reached that level of sort of dramatic factor just yet. So we'll have to see just how the story progresses. Oh, see, had I dodged a little bit later, I would have been pretty good. The Imperial Legionnaires, we've got him.
Everyone's dead.
It can't just be us left. Though there is a very high possibility that's going to be the case. Right.
Damn it all.
Potion. High potion. It's interesting how the items that are left behind are actually near the bodies, because that kind of constitutes smart design in a story-based way. That like they had these items before they died and dropped them. But it's interesting how the enemies picked it up from some but not from others.
Captain.
Oh, someone's got a little bit of heavier armor here. Alright, let's see what we've got.
Let none escape.
As you command. You take care of that spellcaster. I'll keep the others occupied.
Precision dodge for the spellcaster alone. Okay, so I'm finishing him off with a mortal blow. Okay, so you can do that when an enemy is about to go down. So in a way, you do need to keep an eye out on the whole battlefield, ideally.
That's them done. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's my father and Joshua I'm worried about. We should head back.
Wait, what's that?
Clive, look out!
Cinematic evasion. A dragoon? Only a dragoon can jump that.
He's an Imperial Dragoon.
And you are the shield who was blessed by the
Parry. Yes, I got him just in the nick of time.
Not that it will save you.
Damn, I got pounded pretty badly. Yep, got him with one. Jump. Oof. Yep.
Stay still, damn you!
Knowing how a dragoon moves is key because he's all about moving around and jumping a lot. That is the nature of like how a dragoon fights. Precision dodge. Now's the time to like use things like Raging Flames and all that. Raging Fist. Whatever that move, fire move was called that I used. Damn. Okay, that wasn't good. Precision dodge. Going in for the attack. Precision dodge, Phoenix shift, and attack. What is he gonna do now? He's open. Got it. Cinematic strike. Did not expect that to happen. Ooh, I should have Phoenix shifted into him. See, when the enemy is a distance away, I need to get used to the idea of Phoenix, like, shifting.
You're going to regret that, boy.
Double jump. Is he gonna do it twice? Ah, okay. So he tries to strike twice. Precision. Damn. Double jump, second. There we go. Shift strike after he does that. Ah, okay, slow down, and then we get going for the punish. Making use of that Phoenix shift is really, really good. There we go. Aerial shift broken. Takedown. Rising flame during a staggering point. We're doing a fairly decent amount of damage, I think. Damn, this game is so cool. Like, it has style. Shift strike into him. So that's the first jump. Second jump. Precision damage, dodge, and then I was going to shift into him. But shifting into him during that time wasn't a great idea. In the middle of, like, this jump. Did I level up? Yeah. Level 8. 7, oh yeah, 8. 50 HP, 2 attack, 2 defense, 2 stagger, 2 strength, 2 vitality, and 2 will. Alright, what are we looking at?
Are you hurt? They sent in the dragoons. Imperial vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
Not yet. Their numbers were too few. They were not here to take the castle. They were here to take heads.
Alright.
Our work is done. We should return to my father.
My lord, look.
What did he have on him?
We issued these sashes but yesterday. In Rosalith. If they were already among us, what if there were others?
Father and Joshua are in danger.
We must hurry. Take your steed.
Looks like we've got some traders.
What is that?
A spellcaster? An enemy? No, he's just disappeared. He couldn't have been an illusion, I don't think. But maybe someone nearby who's actually an enemy. Probably only existed to get information.
Uncle, you're alright. Thank goodness.
Your Grace, is everyone safe?
For the moment. We ride for Rosalith to rally our forces. I will need your help to see Joshua safely back to the capital. On you get, Joshua.
Oh. Chocobo down. I repeat, Chocobo down.
Father?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that won't be possible.
You honorless snakes!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Run, Joshua, run! No!
They got the king. Or rather the lord. So he's one of them.
You must do your duty too.
Is he willing to fight though?
You have to keep father safe.
I had to.
You know, it hits a kid pretty hard.
I'm counting on you, Joshua. Oh, fuck.
Is he gonna summon Phoenix? Nope. Oh yeah, he is. No one can stand up to Phoenix if he transforms.
Phoenix.
We can already tell from Clive's point of view that that's a disaster.
The Phoenix! Joshua! Lord Murdoch! His Highness! Joshua! Stop this! He's lost control. I have to do something. I have to save him.
No, my lord! Fall back!
As his brother, like, I'm sure he feels like he has to go in and save him. Oh. His chocobo took a hit right to the mush. Right in the face. That's rough. And that's gonna suck.
Thank you, God. You saved my life.
Lost an eye. On top of that.
Get her on her feet and run. Please.
We don't want to lose more people, but then again, like, Clive isn't necessarily thinking this through. And I don't blame him if he didn't. The pain in his head.
You're his shield. Do your duty.
Save him! My lord?
Clive has a strong sense of duty, even if it means that he's in pain. Wait, what the heck? A fire, not even skeleton, but almost like a ghoul.
Second icon of fire. That's impossible.
Ifrit. So, he's able to use fire abilities because he's Ifrit. But there can only be one.
Who are you?
And then does that lead into the fight between Phoenix and Ifrit at the beginning that we saw about a couple hours ago? Phoenix and the Icon of Fire. So now we're playing from a different perspective, I think now. Embodying the Phoenix. Oh no, we're still playing as Phoenix. So L for aim, triangle fire, and R1 evade. So this time we're given a little bit more than just fire and evade, but rather aim, fire, and evade now. So we're still playing as Joshua right now. The fact that he isn't able to tell that that's Clive, precision dodge. Okay, so I can still precision dodge here, even as an icon. This has turned into a bit of a Panzer Dragoon affair. And I wonder if like the precision dodging in a row, if that's going to benefit me in some way. Dodge. The Apothecary. Can't say I know what that is at all. Yeah, emotions do that to you, doesn't it? Alright, I'm still hammering attack as best as I can. Wait, so are we like directly underneath the castle or something? Like how far I know we haven't traveled far from like the castle itself, sure enough. Oh, right in the face. Alright. I think I have every reason to be excited for this game. And this demo has proven to me that I have every reason to be excited. Also, I can just hold triangle instead of just constantly pressing it, which is neat as well. That's good to know. I've taken no damage so far. Let's hope it stays that way. I think I've like figured out how to dodge this guy anyways. God, the music goes so hard. What the heck is this? It's the music is exceptionally well done. Because it feels like a genuine fight between giants. He goes in for the attack. Square. Oh, that's a decent chunk of damage right there in a single go, given that I've been kind of piddling all over him to try and get, you know, additional damage in. If the game story is about 30 hours, like 30 to 40 hours long, then, and I've already been playing for about 2 hours already. Like, nearly 2 hours, I'm like 2 minutes away, but still, like, that's a decent chunk of time when you really think about it. Where's... there we go. There's a Frit. Oh, is he gonna use Hellfire? Damnation in... Fire. Do I aim at him or do I aim at the fireball? Oh, I should have aimed at him. Hellfire. Oh, okay, so I was supposed to have defeated him before he uses Hellfire. That's interesting, okay. At least I know what I'm doing this time around. So I need to keep attacking him until he dies. So I've perfectly dodged all of his attacks only to be insta-killed at the end for a story-related reason. Not story-related, but like because I have to do things in a very specific manner or way. Makes the whole fight seem slightly less epic when you hit the game over screen. Alright. Damnation in fire. 3, 2. We got him. Wait, what? Oh, okay, so that was gonna happen no matter what. Okay. So we were gonna get hit no matter what. We're going from like sort of massive set piece to massive set piece. Whether it be the fight against Morble after beating the goblins, and then going into, you know, a castle, trying to save as many, well, not save as many people, but trying to like get to safety after the castle gets attacked, and now like an icon on icon fight here, which is kind of how the story of the, well, how the demo began. We must be close to the end of the demo at this point. He's getting vicious, man.
Stop it! Take your
And yet he's the one who's doing it. Maybe not him knowingly. But regardless, it's happening from his perspective. Oh, Phoenix still fires back. He's still got some fire in him. A dying flame burns brighter. So Clive embodied Ifrit.
I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you!
Wait, but wasn't that just him right now? Or am I imagining things here? The Imperial guys are still going around killing whatever stranglers they can find.
Quite a mess that monster made. Damn shame about the Phoenix, but can't be helped.
A legion? No, he's a legionnaire, isn't he?
Oh, my condolences, Your Grace. Is there aught we can do?
Haven't you done enough, Captain? Joshua was my world, and now he is gone. I can only pray there will be a place for me in the world his radiance seeks to create.
Now what's this?
I see. Your Grace, over here.
Now what's this? She's not gonna like what she sees.
The rubble must have protected him from the worst of the flames. Shall we take him prisoner?
No need for that. Kill him. Wait. As my husband never tired of telling me, he is a fine soldier. I'm sure he would make an excellent addition to the Imperial front line. All in its right place.
So she's with them.
Take this one.
They're taking prisoners.
Chin up, lad. You're going to be a soldier.
Joshua.
Okay. Two hours. That's a meaty mush of gameplay. Like a good amount of the game. There's so much. You have completed the Final Fantasy 16. I was about to say 14, 16 demo, but there is much more story to tell. If you'd like to learn more of Clive and the Dominants, please consider purchasing the main game, which I've already done. Thankfully, playthrough data can be carried over to the main game, allowing you to continue from where you left off in the demo. Demo playthrough data cannot be loaded in the demo version. To play the demo again, you must select new game from the title screen. So I assume I can just save over the save that I made. Alright. And then it goes to buying the game, which I pre-ordered at EB Games, so I'll be more than happy to pick that up the day it releases, which is going to be good. Iconic Challenge has been unlocked and is now available from the title menu. In the special mode set later in the game, Clive has been equipped with the feats and abilities of 3 unique icons: Phoenix, Fire, Garuda, Wind, and Titan, Earth, to allow you to get a bit of feel of Final Fantasy XVI's exciting battle system. Alright. An iconic challenge is specific to the demo, but I think I'm happy with what I've played. Like, this has been a great demo. A lot of good. Like, this is how you do a demo. You have essentially the opening of the game, and you play a little bit of it. A good amount, give you about 2 hours of game time. What more do you need after that? So, very happy with that. Yeah, very excited for the full game. I mean, I already put the money down for the limited edition, which was like $160 for me. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, if you've watched until the end and you know you've enjoyed watching me play, or you want to see me do more live streams, let me know in the comments below. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.